What's up, guys? It's Caden here, and I hope you are staying safe during this tough time of COVID-19. I know it's kind of hard not to get outside and stuff like that, normal stuff we like to do, but hopefully you guys are staying in home, and I wish we could be together going over what I'm going to talk to y'all about today, but we can't, sadly, but I can't wait till we can see each other again. I miss y'all and love y'all so much. But basically, what this is, if you haven't heard anything, what I wanted to do over quarantine is I wanted to go over where these sledges came from, and it's just something that I've been wondering, and found some pretty neat stuff on here. Hopefully, you guys will find interesting, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and hope you all enjoy. Alright guys, so basically what we're on right now is Ancestry.com, and this is where I found all the information that I'm going to be talking about today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell y'all how I found this stuff and who all these people are, and hope y'all find this interesting. So basically what I started with is, I started with my dad. Look at him. He's so little, isn't he? So I started with him, and basically what's on each profile of a person, you can press their name, go to profile, and you can go to their story. And so they have their whole story. I mean, you can see where his dad was, you can see where his birthplace was, and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And so that's going to be, I'm going to go through a few of these, and I'll show you stories. But I'm going to show you where we go, and we're going to go all the way to about the 1500s, where we first started. So I looked up my dad. He was the first one to pop up, and so I got to there, and then it said something about his dad, and so I looked up his dad, Papa Ken. Most of you, I know Aunt Barbara, you know, is him. He's your brother, Kenneth Jerome Sledge, and his wife Sandra, my nana. So they have both of them on there, and as you can see, these two little boxes right here, that's saying Nana's like parents, but I did not go on that side of the family. I kept sticking with the Sledges and going up, and so we kept going. I went to I'll press on his information so y'all could see. Kenneth Jerome Sledge. It shows his story right here. When Kenneth Jerome Sledge was born on December 23rd, 1955, all that stuff. And I have that in a slideshow that we'll be going over soon. But it shows like his parents are right here, hometown, his birth, residence, and the birth of his son, and then where he died. So we can go back. We keep going up. You have Arthur and Villa. That is his parents. You keep going up. I looked up their parents. You get them. This is Ruthie and Arthur. So as you know, they are both Arthurs. And you keep going up. These two pictures right here are pretty cool. Look at that stash. I don't know if I can do that. But if you press the arrow, as you can see, I have two arrows right here. One above Miss Philadelphia and one of Sterling. So I'm going to do Sterling because, again, I stayed with the Sledges. So I press this arrow, and it brings up this. This is just more people. And it's going to go on for a while. So you can see Sterling. You have all these people right here. This is saying that this is all the siblings. So it's saying that, as you can see, pink would be girl, and then blue would be boy. So it looks like there was only two boys of that family, as sibling-wise. And that is a lot of siblings. I mean, that's a lot of kids to me. And you'll see this more information, how that was all, you know, in the slideshow we'll be going over. This is Presley and Mary Jane. So the picture right here, I have these pictures in the slideshow as well. It's like where they were buried, and that's like one of the things. That's where I want to go. Like, I want to go visit where all these are. That's just something I'd like to do. And so again, I did do some of this of Mary Jane, but I didn't do much. I stopped like right there, yeah, as you can see with the ads. So I went up with Presley and found this. Oh, and something else. If you press on this, right now we're in Marshall County, Tennessee. That's where he was born. And then he came to Rogersville, Alabama. So basically he brought us here, or he was one of the people that brought us here. As we go up, you have Sterling and Elizabeth. Again, I'm sticking with the Sledges. So you have A couple kids right here. Say a couple. That's a lot of kids. And so I went up, and this is their mom and dad, John and Cynthia. If you click on that, you have Virginia, and I'll be talking about that in the slideshow too. That's where we kind of started as we came into the United States. I'm going to go ahead and press the arrow to go up to see more sledges. Yes, you have John and Cynthia, and then you go up, you have John and Sarah, and then I went to the left, there's more and more kids. I mean, we have a lot of people in our family, and that's something that I found pretty cool because we have a lot. And so we follow this line over here. This brings us to Charles and Elizabeth. And then this brings us up over here. More and more kids, more and more kids. Alright, and then this brings us up like right here. They're married. That's I don't really know what that is. There's something to do with there was a divorce for something, and they got together and had kids, whatever. We're gonna keep going up with John Sledge, and we're gonna stay in Virginia for a while. We stayed in Lauderdale for a while. We're gonna be in Virginia more and more. I'm gonna talk about a lot of information in the slideshow. Press the and so basically what this side is they'll do potential to think, like they're saying, okay, we think we found the father or mother. And so you can look at that and you follow the story, and if the story matches up, that's basically their parents. And so I keep going up. You have William, something right here is to do with twins. I don't know. They had the names mixed up because I don't think that'd be right, but I don't know how that works. You got Richard Sledge and Mary Cole. They got married. He was one of 3, and you keep going up. You got Francis Taylor and Thomas Sledge. So you keep going up with the arrow, and this can go on and on. We're in the 1584 range. You keep going up, and this is where I stopped because I could not find any more information at this point. As you can see, George Sledge, I found his dad. And if you can see, the line right here is saying that we don't know when the death was, and that's where I had to stop because I could not find his wife. And there's a lot more that I could do, but if I cannot find his wife, I cannot find any information about that. So basically, I stopped here, and that's where I'm going to be stopping in the slideshow when I show you that. And George Sledge, and there's going to be something cool that I found really cool is where we're from. I'm not going to spoil it yet. I'm going to get into the slideshow. And so, yeah, that's basically Ancestry. It's just something cool that y'all can check out and search up. I mean, whatever. Just any families you think that'd be cool to learn about that you don't know much about. So this is where we ended basically in 1562. So yeah, that's basically it for Ancestry. We're going to hop over to our slideshow, so let's go ahead and go to that. Alright, so this will be the start of our slideshow, but before we get into that, I do want to mention somebody. I'm going to mention a buddy in this, and I'm going to go ahead and mention him. This is Jacob Adams. And, hello. Yeah, that's him. And that's basically my buddy that wanted to do Ancestry, and he got me into it, and I was like, I don't know. I got into it. We usually play Xbox and stuff, and then we took up time on computers learning about our families. There's a lot of cool stuff on his family, too. But let's go ahead and hop into the slideshow. As you can see, The Sledge's History by Caden Sledge. If y'all don't know, that's me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my pointer out so I can just go ahead. Why did I do this? So I've been getting really bored during quarantine, so me and my buddy decided we wanted to figure out where in the world last names come from and where our family started. So we used a site called Ancestry.com. I've spent days figuring out our family tree. I'm still figuring things out, but I hope you enjoy what I've found so far. The way this will work is we're going to start from the recent and up. So I don't have everyone yet, but we will get there. So don't be like, why am I not in this? I've got to get there. This is just the start. So let's go ahead and click. The Sledge is page 1. So I went ahead and just searched up my dad, Kevin Sledge, and here he is. Do I look like him or just Cooper? Anyway, his birthday is June 22nd, 1980. Y'all know his mom and his dad, Sandra and Kenneth, but we want to stay on the Sledge's side, so I finally found Papa Ken's profile, so let's jump to him. On October 31st, 2006, Kevin had his first child, Caden Sledge, that's me, and July 19th, 2012, he had the second, Cooper Sledge. Oh, And let me go back. This is him. I don't know what year. Y'all can ask him. I don't know what year this is and what grade. But that I found that in a yearbook, and that was actually in the Ancestry.com. So we're going to go ahead and jump next to Sledge's page 2, 1955 to 1991. So like I said, I found Papa Ken's profile. Kenneth Jerome Sledge. He was born December 23rd, 1955 in Florence, Alabama. His father, Arthur, was 34. Mother, Villa, was 33. He had one son with Sandra Campbell in 1980, Kevin, and another in 1982, Daniel. He died in his hometown at the age of 35 on September 29th, 1991. As of right now, we will be in Lauderdale for a while. So as you can see, I don't know where this picture came from. I found that on Ancestry too. And as you see right here, that's where he was, that's his burial site. And so that's in Center Star too. Most of y'all know that. And so we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide. Sledge page 3, 1921 to 1998. Kenneth's father was born on November 29th, 1921 in Alabama. His father, Arthur, was 31, and his mother, Ruthie, was 32. His mother was born on May 12th, 1922 in Alabama. Miss Villa died on June 3rd, 1998 in Rogersville at the age of 76. Mr. Arthur died on October 31st, 1996 in Rogersville, Alabama at the age of 74. Their both burial site is in Center Star, Alabama. We are still located in Lauderdale, Alabama. As you can see, this is a picture of them. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on. This is going to be 1889 to 1971. Hawkins' grandfather, Arthur Harrison Sledge, was born on November 26, 1890 in Lauderdale, Alabama. His father, Sterling, was 26, and mother, Philadelphia, was 24. He married Ruthie Jane Bergner, February 7th, 1910 in Lauderdale, Alabama. Ruthie was born on June 14, 1889. She died February 28, 1963 at the age of 73, and Arthur died on February 23, 1971 at the age of 80. And so this is Miss let me see. This is Miss Ruthie, and this is as you can see, Arthur Harrison Sledge. So yeah, that's a picture of them. Let's go ahead and move on. This is 1864, 1918. Arthur's father, Sterling Andrew Sledge, was born on January 16, 1864 in Lauderdale, Alabama. His father, Presley, was 21, and his mother, Mary, was 15. He married Philadelphia Harrison on May 6, 1886. Philadelphia was born on December 7, 1865 in Lauderdale, Alabama. She died July 5th, 1918, at the age of 52. Sterling died on July 30th, 1912, in Killen, Alabama, at the age of 48. And like I said in the Ancestry, let me get this paper. I put some stuff down. I don't know where I put that paper. I don't know. I don't really need it right now. But like I said in Ancestry, look at that stash. I mean, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I found this paper. I don't know if I can do that to myself, but he rocked it. Just saying. So let's move on. Let me look at this. Yeah, that'll be different. Alright, this is a big page. 1842 to 1879. Sterling's father, Presley Sledge, was born on July 21st, 1842 in Marshall, Tennessee. So when he was old enough, he decided to come to Rogersville, Alabama. His father, Sterling, was 36, and mother, Elizabeth, was 31. He married Mary Jane Barnett on October 8, 1861. They had 11 children in 17 years. I don't know about that. Mary Jane was born on January 18, 1848. She had 4 daughters from another relationship. She died in her hometown, Lauderdale, Alabama, on May 2, 1886, at the age of 38. And Presley died on October 9, 1879, in Rogersville, Alabama, at the age of 37. So as you can see, they died at pretty young ages. If this would move, let me go back. Oh, Lord. Presley was living in Tennessee in 1842 when the cotton, I can't really see that. Let me go back. When the cotton crop rained as lifeblood to the state's economy. So we'll go back in. I went out so I could read that to y'all. So I found that pretty cool too, so I put that at the bottom. As you can see, this is the burial sites, and that's what I found on Ancestry. Most of the pictures that's going to be in here is on Ancestry. There was one I think I added in that I had a picture of. So let's go ahead and move on. Where's my pointer? Okay, 1806 to 1870, Presley's father, Sterling G. Sledge, was born in 1806 in North Carolina. His father, John, was 34, and his mother, Cynthia, was 35. He married Elizabeth Skillington on December 20th, 1829, in Williamson, Tennessee. They had 10 children in 19 years. Elizabeth died on 1870 in Lauderdale, Alabama at the age of 59, and Sterling died on December 24th, 1867 in Lauderdale, Alabama at the age of 61. Mr. Sterling brought us here from North Carolina. So, like I said, right here I wanted to point out, we were in North Carolina at one point, so that's where he was born, and then he brought us to Williamson, Tennessee, or that's where he died. So that jumps us closer. So that he brought us here basically. So let's go ahead and move on. Oh yeah, this is something I just wanted to say. There will be not as much pictures from here on out because I don't know, somehow they didn't really find any back then, and yeah, so I don't really have a lot of pictures. But if y'all do have any pictures, somehow, some way, send them to me, and I'll add them in this, and we'll go over it sometime again. Here we go. 1771 to 1840. Sterling's father, John Lewis Sledge, was born on January 26, 1772, in Sussex, Virginia. His father, John, was 25. His mother, Sarah, was 24. He married Cynthia Sammons on October 26, 1793. They had 11 children in 20 years. She died in 1840 in Williamson, Tennessee at the age of 69, and John died April 1st, 1823 in Williamson, Tennessee at the age of 51. So honestly, these pictures at the bottom, I don't really know what they are. I found this one for John. I don't know what it is. I couldn't really zoom it in and see, but I did add it just because it was one of his profile pictures on here. And this, I really don't know what that is. If y'all do, y'all let me know. I really don't know. But y'all let me know if y'all do. Let's move on. 1747 to 1805, John's dad, John H. Sledge, was born on January 1st, 1747 in Surrey, Virginia. His father, Charles, was 25, and his mother, Elizabeth, was 21. He married Sarah Sally Lewis in 1765 in her hometown in Virginia. They only had one child in their marriage. She died in 1807 in Sussex, Virginia at the age of 59. And John died on March 29th, 1793 in Sussex, Virginia at the age of 46. And what I wanted to point out, this picture down here, I found this on Ancestry for one of the profiles. I really don't know if that belongs to them, but I added it in here just in case. But I really don't think it belongs to them. But someone who made the profile must have accidentally added that. So yeah, let's move on. This is 1722 to 1811. John's father, Charles, was born in 1722 in Surrey, Virginia. His father, John, was 24, and his mother, Mary, was 22. He married Elizabeth Sammons in 1745 in his hometown in Virginia. They had 11 children in 25 years. He died in 1770 in Sussex, Virginia at the age of 48, and Elizabeth died in 1811 in Sussex, Virginia, having lived a long life of 85 years. So as you can tell, we lived in Virginia for a while, and like I said, I have this so down. So what I think happened is some stayed in Virginia, and some of us did move down to Rogersville. We kept coming down, like I said earlier. We were in Tennessee once, and then we came down to Rogersville. So most of us, we're going to be in Virginia for a little bit. I think most of us stayed in Virginia, and then just a little bit of us came down to Rogersville, and that's how we ended up here. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that back so I don't mistakenly say that again. Might come back to it. Yeah. So we lived in Virginia, and like I said, I have no pictures. There is no pictures added. I think I have a little bit more after this, but I don't think I have much more. But yeah, we were in Virginia for a while. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, let's move on. 1698 to 1752. Charles' father, John Sledge, was born in 1698 in Surrey, Virginia. His father, Richard, was 64, and his mother, Anne, was 59. He married Mary Rebecca Ivy in 1720 in his hometown. They had one child in their marriage, as I know of. John died on December 18th, 1750 in Surrey, Virginia at the age of 52. Mary died in 1752 in Surrey, Virginia. I really didn't have an age. That's why there's no age in there, because some of the information that I got did not add ages, and I did some more research on her and went and that site gives you hints and it goes into more trees, but I could not find age of where she died, so that's why there's no age. 1634 to 1725. John's father, Richard Sledge, was born on October 19th, 1634 in Westbury, Wiltshire, England. This is where it gets cool. So we are from England, and I really did not know that at all. And if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have known we were from England. If y'all knew we were from England, please let me know, but I did not know. So, when we came into America, we started in the state of Virginia. That's basically what I found out myself. So when we started in England, and we could have started somewhere else. I just have not got there. I'm trying my best to find more. But basically, that's what my conclusion was, is when we came into America, Virginia was where we started. So that's what I put down. And so that's cool. Let's keep reading. His father Richard was 27. His mother Mary was 25. They had one son in 1698. Richard died in 1725 in White, Virginia at the impressive age of 98. Anne was born in 1639 in Norfolk, England, and died in 1707 in Virginia. Don't really know how to say that, at the age of 68. Let's move on. Richard's dad, the dates. 1607 to 1699, Richard's dad, Richard, was born on, yes, that's two Richards, I know that's kind of confusing. But Richard was born on March 8, 1607, in Batcombe, Dorset, England. I don't really know how to say that, but I don't know. His father Thomas was 22 and his mother Frances was 17. He married Mary Cole in 1630 in Evercreech, Somerset, England. I don't know. They had a total of 4 children during their marriage. Richard died in 1699 in his hometown at the impressive age of 92. Mary Cole was born in 1609 and so again, that Batcombe, Dorset, England. I don't really know how to say that. And she died as a young mother on September 8, 1640 at the age of 31. And that was very young for a mother. I don't know if I added how many children they had. I mean, yeah, they had 4 children, but she died as a very young mother. So let's move on. 1562 to 1625. Richard's father, Thomas Sledge, was born on March 20th, 1584, and that Batcombe, Dorset, England. His father George was 22, and his mother Elizabeth was 22. They were both 22. He married Frances in 1606. They had 3 children in 10 years. Frances was born in 1590 in Somerset, England. She died in 1642 in her hometown at the age of 52. Thomas died on April 9th, 1652 in Hampshire, England at the age of 68. So let's move on. 1562 to 1625. So as you can see, we're getting in the 15. So this is where I'm starting to lose information as I go. Thomas's father George was born in 1562 in England. His father George was 20, and I could not find any info on his mother. He married Elizabeth Bull, and there was no info when they got married, but I'm sure the info I'm missing is out there somewhere, and I'll find it one day. There was also no info when George died, but Elizabeth died in 1625 in whatever that is, England. So this would be 1562. This is where I stopped, because that's where I'm starting to lose information. I cannot find any more information, but I'm going to dig and try to find more, and I'll let y'all know if I do. That just gets hard, and as I've gone through this, if y'all can tell, if I haven't found exact dates, and I'm just saying the years because I could not find any information on that. And I promise you, I've tried my hardest to look for dates and when they got married and stuff like that, but there was no information out there that I found, but I'm going to keep looking. And that's the end of the slideshow. If y'all got any questions, comments, y'all please let me know. Thank you for watching, and any questions I get from y'all, I will make another video, and I will go through this and answer your questions as the slideshow. Love y'all so much. And oh, before I go, I did want to show y'all something. So let's hop over back to Ancestry. I wanted to show y'all something real quick. So let's hop over. So we are back. The reason I wanted to hop over back to Ancestry is because Richard Sledge and Mary Cole. When I went and did a little bit of Mary Cole because it was a potential, and like I said, the potential is them saying, "I think we found the mother or father of the person you have on here." You follow the storyline, and if it's right, it's basically who it is. So that's what a lot of these people are. What I found really cool, that's why I wanted to hop back, is because Mary Cole's father was a Sir William W. Cole. Basically, what a Sir is like a knight. But that's pretty cool that we had a knight in our family. But yeah, that's why I wanted to hop back. Let's see if I wanted to tell you anything else. That's really it for this. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Again, I know there is some missing info, and there's not all of our family members in this, but a lot like me and Cooper and some of the other people, they don't have enough information on us, and they don't have us in this. And so I've got to go back and find some more stuff, and I'm going to try my hardest to do that stuff and find some pretty neat stuff and more cool stuff about our family, that I'll make another video if I do find any more stuff. But hope y'all enjoyed this. I wanted to make this for y'all something to watch if y'all got bored, just to find some cool stuff about our family. A lot of military stuff going on and stuff like that. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And y'all let me know if y'all have any questions, concerns, and that's about it. Love y'all guys, and can't wait to see y'all soon.